What's good, everybody? You watching Setting the Record Straight? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And go ahead and hit that notification bell for more updates. Let's get into this one.
You know what I find odd? How certain things in the world are only wrong when men do them. For example, if a 40-year-old woman likes men in their 20s, then she would be seen as a cougar, a MILF, she'd be seen as sexy, and it's praised. But if a 40-plus-year-old man likes women in their 20s, then she would be seen as a creep, a predator, and a groomer. It's only wrong when a man does it. Women can body shame men all day, every day, from their hairline to their height to their weight, all the way down to their penis size. But if a man mentions a woman's body in any way, shape, or form that's not positive, specifically weight, the entire world is in an uproar. It's only wrong when a man does it. A woman can set boundaries in a relationship and say, I do not like this. I have a problem when you do this. If you do not stop doing this, it is going to be an issue with me. And she's praised for standing up for herself. But if a man were to set those same exact boundaries and say, I don't like this. I have a problem when you do this. If you keep doing this, it's going to be an issue for me. He's seen as controlling or insecure. It's only wrong when a man does it. And this is the one I've been seeing the most. A woman can spend all the amount of time she wants with her friends. Y'all can go over each other's houses. Y'all can bring her over to your house. Y'all can go on road trips together. Y'all can plan trips out the country together. Y'all get your hair done, nails done, everything did. And men don't say a word when you with your friends. But let a man spend too much time with his friends that you're not comfortable with, and all of a sudden y'all think he's emotionally attached to his friends and basically call him gay. So let me get this straight. You all can plan a trip and go outside the country for a week and have a great time, spend every day together doing a whole bunch of activities, having girl time. But if I'm at this house an hour longer than you think I should be, you think I'm in love with this nigga? It's only wrong when a man does it.
It's only wrong when a man does it. These are double standards that we live in. And women tend to use these things to their advantage when they're talking about men, to dog them, to say something bad. Oh, you're a pedophile if you like a woman that's like this. And I've seen it all. I've seen it all. And it's in different echo chambers of social media. And women are literally preaching these things to further the double standards. At this point, I really don't think women want equality. They only want equality when it benefits them. They don't want equality when it doesn't benefit them. That's why I speak to women. Men are getting the double standards in society. Women see them, but they ignore them when it doesn't benefit them, or when they want to say something that they have on their heart to say out of whatever anger or frustration. This is why I speak to the women, because we have men, they need to get things together too. They need to do certain things to better themselves too. But women, y'all need to do some things to to better yourself too. It ain't all on the men. It ain't always the man's fault. Y'all wanted equality. Y'all wanted to even the playing field. That's what y'all wanted. But these double standards of, you got nice things that you can say about women. You can call women, if they like younger men, cougars, or MILFs, or you can call her Stella. Like Stella got her groove back. You got all these beautiful names that you can call women that do the same thing that a man would do. And I'm not talking about no teenage girl or teenage boys. That's wrong. That's a sexual predator. We're not talking about that. We're talking about a man liking someone 8 years, 10 years younger than him. And it's not even what Stella got her groove back did. She did 20 years. I was on a post and someone said a guy in his 30s wanted somebody in her 20s. And the women had a problem with that. They called him pedophile. They called him a groomer. They called him that he just wanted to control her. And all. No, he wanted to get someone young enough that didn't get confronted by the trauma of life. Women that tend to be older deal with trauma that younger women that are just coming fresh on the market don't have to deal with, because they haven't been dealt with different people that have pushed trauma into them. So that's why women think so terribly of men. And all men are trying to do when it comes to women is say, hey, there's some things you can correct to get better outcomes. There's some things that we seeing doing that's kind of off, sis. You're trying to call men names and bash men. Like, it's so bad that if a woman wants to say, hey, man, that man he's right, you call her a pick-me. You even bash women for agreeing with men when they just want to say, hey, that's something that's a little off. And that's why I talk to women. So when people always say, oh, Peter, you're one-sided most of the time you talk to women. This is why. Because nobody is talking to women. We have plenty of people talking to men and talking what men need to do, which is good. Men should be bettering themselves. But women, you need to better yourself too. Why every time we talk about men issues, we can talk about men issue and stay on topic about men, which is good. But when we talk about women issues, y'all like to say, well, men do it too. See, it wouldn't be like that if it wasn't for men. Why can't we just talk from issue to issue? Why can't we say women do this? Let's talk about what women do, blah, 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 blah. Okay, we're done with that conversation. Let's talk about what men do. Men do this, blah, blah, blah. Women are good at keeping on subject when we're talking about men. They even praise you on and amen you. Amen, brother. Go ahead, get on these men. Yes, we should get on these men. But when it's time to get on women, let's talk about women. Just women. Don't bring up, men did this. So we can talk about one thing without disparaging another thing. We're talking about women today. The topic is women. Women need to fix this. Say amen or say no, and why. And we'll talk about women. When we're talking about men, we'll talk about men things. And men need to fix this. And then that's all we will talk about. Men. And women are good at that. But when we turn the mirror of accountability towards them, that's when here comes the double standards. Here comes the sign language, shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right. The person that's talking about women is gay, or the person that's talking about women is a pick-me, or the person that's talking about women is they unhinged and they don't like women and they hate women. No, actually, if I hated women, I wouldn't say anything. I would just let y'all continue on down the path of destruction and say, hey, whatever, hey, be lonely. I don't care. That's if I hated women. But I'm bold enough to take the backlash just to tell y'all something, to hopefully one person might hear a truth that can set them free. But I hate women. No, because you are not used of someone turning the mirror of accountability on you. It's always been on men, always, since I've been a little boy. It's been on men. Now, women, it's time. This is equality, right? Here comes equality speaking. It's time to talk to you women. And you're going to get it one way or another. And if you don't get it, that's on you. But guess what? It's going to be said. Till we meet again.
Sweatpants, hair tied, chillin' with no makeup on. That's when you're the prettiest. I hope that y'all take care of me.